Hi, hello all. Good evening. Today's my topic is about what if someone crosses their boundaries. Boundaries here in the sense not any country's boundaries or any state boundaries. It is about the professional boundaries and the personal boundaries. So I do agree that we all maintain human relations and we all maintain many connections and we all depend upon each other and we all take many services even from our family members, even from the colleagues, friends, and other members of the society. So we are interdependent upon each other. So we have to maintain strong bonding with each other, and we also have some cordial relations with each other, irrespective of our relations, and irrespective of our religions, community, and regions sometimes, and irrespective of our caste and color and gender. Though we all have these type of principles, we should also know that we have to maintain certain type of boundaries. So what if someone is continuously, intentionally, constantly crossing their boundaries, even though we are interdependent upon each other? If we are not maintaining the boundaries, or if someone is not maintaining the boundaries, what type of consequences we are going to face, how it affects each other's lives, let us discuss. So for instance, I take a restaurant wherein we all know how it works. We can go and we can enjoy the meal, we can enjoy the ambience, and we can also enjoy that the pool the beside the restaurant. If they are providing any fun activities, then we can pay and enjoy such type of activities even, right? But after paying lakhs of amounts, we can use each and every surrounding of that restaurant. Still we can't enter into the kitchen of that restaurant. Why? That is the boundary the restaurant people put for their customers. Of course they do respect their customers, they do respect our intimacy with our close relatives, and even if we take selfies, and even if we laugh loudly, or even if we play in swimming pool for long hours, they never object. Even if we eat a very small amount of bill, but even if we sat for hours, they never object. But if we try to enter into their kitchen, they say very strictly it is restricted, and if we cross that boundary, they call their bouncers, right? So that is what the consequences of boundaries crossing. So this is only a single example I have told to make it clear. So what if it comes to our personal relations? What if it comes to when we are into professional environment? So let us discuss in deep. In another instance, I'll take an university wherein four professors were discussing about a new topic. They are researching on it and they got the governor approval to do certain type of researches on it, and they have to give a report on it. So before to that report, no juniors will be included. So all juniors got excluded from those discussions and research part, and those four professors got designated to do the research and to conclude and to give the report, and it should get the approval of the governor as state governor, as the governor is the head of that university, right? So this is the case. So as soon as they got communicated by the officials, they all left that cabin except a single woman. So this woman was sitting in front of that meeting hall, and she was waiting, and she was very curious to know that what was happening in the meeting hall. So she want to know the preliminary information. She is very curious to know about that meeting. So for the first time she knocked the door, and she pleaded them to allow her into the room, but they strictly told that she will not be allowed due to the rules and regulations of the GO passed by the governor. Okay, not GO exactly, whatever the official notification. As per the notification, she is not entitled to sit into that cabin due to her lack of seniority. Okay, as they told, only the seniors are allowed into that cabin. So even she pleaded, nobody has allowed her in the first case. And again she knocked the door and she went inside saying that she forgot her mobile. And again she tried to grab the information whatever was happening in the presentations. So in a fraction of seconds she got that preliminary information from the presentations. So immediately she got some information and she came out of that cabin. Still she was not satisfied. So she called some random guy and she asked him to enter into that cabin and to let her know whatever was happening in that meeting hall. So by seeing her gestures and curiosity, the seniors, out of their authority and out of their kindness, they called her and asked her to sit in a corner of the room and to keep it as a secret event. So the meeting went on for another long 3 to 4 hours, and they concluded and they prepared a report finally. So they sent that report to the governor the same evening, and they were waiting for the approval of that governor in the next morning. But surprisingly, in the next morning, the report was published in the newspaper without their knowledge. So all the seniors got surprised and they got panic. Even they asked this woman about the situation, but she put a pale face saying that she doesn't know anything. She was just curious to know about the details. That's it. So afterwards, governor got angry and he penalized all the four seniors, and the memo was passed. So even after a month, they got to know that this woman uh, had done a few statements saying due to her intellectuality and due to her own intelligence, due to her genuine work, and out of respect, seniors secretly called her to that discussions, and she was involved in that discussions, and she has given her insights even while they were preparing that report, while they were doing that type of research even. So by knowing this, the juniors got hurt in the WhatsApp group, she told, right? So all the juniors were associated in that group, so they got triggered. They felt like they got excluded intentionally by their seniors, and the seniors were showing partiality in the same junior group. So the all type of questions hit the seniors severely, and they were unable to give some proper reason even. And this case was also came out that this junior was sitting in that meeting hall. So finally, till now they have no clue that who have leaked that report to the press, but still all the seniors got penalized. So friends, this is the consequences. These are the consequences if we are not maintaining our boundaries. Maybe that woman pleaded them. Maybe she is a junior. Maybe she is working hard, or maybe she is really curious to know and to sit with the seniors and to know in detail. But the thing is, she is not entitled, she is not eligible out due to various reasons. Governor and government officials excluded juniors to remove these type of future consequences. But still the seniors, due to their kindness, due to their rapport with her, they allowed her into that room, into that meeting hall, conference hall. Finally they paid for their kindness. So these are the things which we should not forget when we are working in any professional environment. So being a person who maintains boundaries might label you as a selfish person, or might label you as a an arrogant person, or a too dictatorship kind of person. But the thing is, you are actually honest to your company or your organization, and you are honest and you are abide by the rules. In first case, you are working for the rules and regulations, not for these people's sake. You are showing your genuinity in your work. So by putting yourself in your boundaries and putting others in their boundaries are always harmless. So these, if we forget these type of little things in our professional environment, everybody have to pay for that. So in this case, this woman is not at all ready to take the accountability. And what the painful point to the seniors was, this woman clearly stated herself with her personal mobile number into the WhatsApp group where the other juniors were associated, saying that out of her genuinity, due to her genuine previous projects and genuine concerns, and the rapport with the seniors, and they themselves called her, not by her request. She clearly accepted that, stated. So that was projected. It is not an innocence part on that woman. It is showing that she is giving some false propaganda herself. She is creating some false image in her peer group. So this gave them the painful memory for their lifetime. So you have to understand the importance of maintaining the personal boundaries, professional boundaries. So how to recognize, so how we can recognize these type of people. So usually will these type of people we can see in our personal relations even. So if you are discussing with your family member all of a sudden without knocking their door, or without giving any clear signal, they just uh, bump into our room and they just disturbs our conversation, or they conclude with their own justification, or they label our children with different names. See, usually we see in our families, if a child is in any party or in any family gathering, if a child is annoying their parents, they call the children privately and they try to teach something to the children. But meanwhile, the other cousins, the other family, extended family members will uh, usher into that room, and they actually call that child for not listening to their parents, saying your this child is not maintaining real disciplinary manners, and this child future will be spoiled. This is all about the non-disciplined things. Okay, they say some type of mean dialogues upon that child. So the child feels really annoyed, or the child feels embarrassed in front of everybody, and they show even their index finger for not listening to their parents, because first of all they are not at all related to this child. The real parents even not able to control that situation out of their relationships with the other family members, but taking advantage of this situation, they mock on these children, or they label these children with different names, or they pass some random statements upon the child or upon his behavior, or about her future. Whatever it comes to their mouth, they just speak randomly without a second thought. So at that time, being a parent or being a co-parent, you should be always aware of your relatives, how they are treating your children, and how they are treating your spouse or your any boyfriend or girlfriend, or even if you bring your friend, how they are treating. So this is your responsibility. Once if you are taking the company of your children or your spouse, so you have to maintain certain boundaries, and nobody has right to speak about them in such a way. So this is called again crossing personal boundaries, not knowing their relevance in that meeting or in that relationship. So this is also a kind of crossing boundaries. So how to recognize this type of people? We feel like all are our relatives, or all are educated in professional environment, we feel in this way, right? But even people are educated, even they have a lot of degrees, but they lack certain type of behavioral skills. So we need to find out, we need to recognize these type of people in order to put our designations in harmless environment. So let us find such type of people by few gestures. What they do, so when we are in meeting, even after knowing that they are not entitled to enter into that cabin, they just create some urgency, unnecessary emergency. And meanwhile, if we are busy in that meeting, then they try to grab the information immediately, and they don't put that information with them immediately, they pass on to other irrelevant colleagues. So they just want to create some hype, saying that okay, I know about this meeting, I already got some clue about this meeting, even though it is not related to their teamwork, or even though it is not going to align with their goals, but they just want to grab the information. Or sometimes maybe with the negative intentions also to pass on to our competitors or whatever it may be. They just want to grab the information. So uh, even if we say clearly, even if they know that they are not allowed into that meeting hall, still they create some type of emergency, or they say that they got some urgent call or they have to discuss at that time itself. So by giving lot many reasons, they just want to enter into that cabin. So we have to prohibit their entry, and we have to send clear signal saying next time it should not be repeated, otherwise they will be facing the consequences. So these are the things. The first thing we have to maintain professional boundaries. And coming to in another situation where people bring their personal relations into the professional environment. See, if I have a friend, I'll bring her to my important meetings, or to meet my business partner, I take her company, I come along with her or along with him. Then I am very comfortable with those people because they are very close to me. But what about my business partner? What about my opposite party who is dealing with that in that meeting? So they are not comfortable, right? So it is a breach of privacy. Even once, if you are working in some organization or in any family conversation, even you should not allow others, even they are very close to you, you should not bring them to that party or to that event or to that meeting. Because if they create some childish environment over there, or if they behave in any immature way, then you feel you will be in embarrassing moment, and you cannot hurt these persons, and you cannot even give an answer to the other opposite party in that official meeting or in any party. So first you should know uh, these type of boundaries, then you can act accordingly. And sometimes it is not always about us, it is about the other people who are dealing with us in that meeting. So they need privacy, right? They have to discuss in detail, they need lot of attention from us, they need lot of information, or they want to share lot of information, or sometimes we both are not important to that meeting. So if we are going out of some little connections, if you are taking another people company even, then it creates lot of chaos into that professional environment, and there is a breach of privacy again. So we have to maintain boundaries. First we should know what is our priority in this meeting, what is the importance actually we have in this meeting or in this gathering. So are we really allowed? And the next thing, can we take another people along with us? This should be always keep in mind, and then only we can move ahead. And even so, after pleading, people even get the refusals, even they got rejected after getting giving many requests. So few people will always have some soft corner, so they cannot say no. That is the reason they allow the people inside to the conference halls. But what these people, after going into inside, what they does, so they want to disturb the conversation, or they discuss with their half knowledge, and might be the other person is knowing the proper topic, but still they didn't get time due to these people's silly conversations or random diversions of the topics. So this creates unprofessional environment over there. So again, the person who is doing will be losing all the respect, they won't gain respect. And then again they play a sympathy game, saying that they just wanted to add some more information, or they just wanted to give some advice from on behalf of them. So whatever, they just want to give some sympathetic stories. So you should be very careful before allowing someone. So even if someone allowed us, we should be able to know our limits, and we should not misuse their kindness or misuse their authority. Be careful while we are in when someone is giving us out of their power, we have to utilize in a well mannered way, and never dominate any meeting. So if you accompany with your personal relations or any unwanted persons in that meeting, definitely they ruin the topic, they ruin the theme of the concept because of their gestures, or because of their impatience, or because of their lack of knowledge, if they try to involve in that discussions, you cannot hurt the other person, and you cannot even give proper answer to the remaining people, right? So you should be very cautious while maintaining the, I mean, while allowing the people. So this is called maintaining the boundaries. And so people usually want to play a leading role in everyone's life, not only in their lives. They just want to play a leading role in everyone's life. If they have a friend, they want to be a leading role in their friend's life. In their mother's life, again they want to play a leading role. In their father's life, they want to become a leader, play a leader role. In their daughter's life, again in their husband's life, or in their wife's life, or whatever the relation, irrespective of the relation. Even in the life of senior, professional lives of seniors, even they just want to sit with them. They ask each and every detail, even if it is relevant or non-relevant, whether it is going to help them with their for their goals in future or not. That is not necessary for them. They just want to sit and they just want to grab all the details. And if something happens, and they never want to take the accountability for such consequences. So people should understand that you cannot become a leader, you cannot play a vital role in everyone's life. It doesn't need, actually. If you can play a leader role in your own life or in your closest people's life, that is more than enough. What if you take professional decisions on behalf of your seniors? What is the real goal you are gaining there? What is your real goal? For what sake they are sitting there? What is their role in the organization? So never try to put yourself in everyone's life, and after gaining some disrespect, again don't blame them. If you are crossing intentionally your boundaries again and again, people has right to react as per their moods and as per their requirements. So few people may react very politely, and few people may ask you to leave the room, or if few people may ask you in a disrespectful way, or some might say in an aggressive way. So you will be ready to face such type of consequences, and you cannot label them as unkind people or disrespectful people or arrogant people, because you are the one who crossed the boundaries. You never try to put yourself in a controlled way. You always wanted to cross the boundaries wherein the other people are suffocating. They are not able to express with you directly due to their genuine feelings towards you, but you are taking advantage of such feelings. You are taking advantage of their innocence or their soft heart or their professional authorities. So never try to take advantage of someone's kindness or good behavior. So that is a blessing, that if you are getting some if you are meeting these type of people, and if they are giving you a few opportunities to sit with them and to discuss, or at least to provide you to some space to listen such type of discussions, means you are very lucky enough to have such type of opportunity. But if you are misusing, and if you are not able to utilize it for your welfare, and in return if you are giving some type of negative memories to them, then definitely people will disrespect you, and people will won't again try to call you back, or never want to deal with you. And it is up to you, because nowadays everybody is an educated person, and everybody has their own lives, and everybody wants to lead their own life. They just don't want to take advices from others. They want to lead their life on their own terms by not hurting others. So if you want to play a leading role in everyone's life, you are an utter failure person, because nobody is going to give you that chance. They want to play their role, they want to create their own identity. If you disturb that, if you want to create some false image by by creating this type of scenarios, you will be the loser. Fine. Even not only in professional boundaries, few people always try to ruin someone's privacy. If they are speaking on their phone, they pay attention to that words by leaving their work, even by leaving their busy work even. So this is also a type of crossing boundaries. So sometimes even if we observe such type of behaviors, we can't say anything to such kind of behaviors, but still somewhere we are feeling we feel that discomfort, right? So don't give such type of experiences to people. They want some privacy because everybody has their own issues. They are dealing with their own challenges. Why they have to reveal everything to you? It is none of your business. So even after knowing, if it is not aligning with your goals, what to do with that information? So that vast type of information and unnecessary information doesn't fetch anything to your goals or to your own challenges, right? So please put yourself in your boundaries and don't jump into someone's life and don't judge their people. And even I can see few people, if they see any infant, if they in any family gathering or somewhere, if the baby is cranky, if the baby is doing some noise because of her age, these people randomly call label her with unnecessary they actually, even I cannot even spell such type of words. So they imagine her life saying she will not fit for in any role in future, she'll be struggling a lot or whatever. She feels queen, so she's behaving like a queen. Her father is lacking of these type of funds, but she is nowhere, no, she doesn't, this baby doesn't have that type of even financial knowledge of a father. Whatever they have, they just speak out in front of everybody. So you have to be very careful, even they are your relations, even if they are from your extended family or even sometimes from your own family, because it is a family gathering there. You should feel the harmony, you should feel the cordial relations in between the family members, but not this type of panic situations where they are speaking about your financial status and treating your children according to your financial status, or as per their behaviors, judging them, even judging their future. No, you have to protect your children or your spouse or whatever it may be. So we all know that, but we never try to pay attention to these type of behaviors, and we never know that we are not putting some boundaries to these type of people. I'm not saying ki you have to show your aggressive behavior immediately or you have to leave that party immediately, but you should be able to control such type of situation, and you have to send a signal to them that if next time they are going to speak about your children or about your spouse, they'll be facing severe consequences. So if you are not able to draw such type of boundaries, never try to attend such type of parties to maintain your family peace. So that's all for today. Thanks a lot. So I feel my topic will be useful to few people of this society. Thank you so much.